Woo! I think it's 5:06 a.m. in the morning. It's happy Thursday. It's time for Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show, where we start off our day with gratitude and just a little bit of patriotism. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let's get it on! All right. Happy Thursday. Good morning and welcome to your day. Awesome. Welcome to Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show, where we start off our day organizing our minds, bodies, and souls with a little bit of gratitude. A little bit of gratitude goes a long way. Coming to you first thing in the morning from Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, which is the third stone from the sun in the solar system, outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, local group, Virgo cluster, Laniakea supercluster, known universe, somewhere within the tapestry of the yet-to-be plumbed and realized multiverse of all possibilities. That's right, if it's such thing even exists. It's Live and Learn, the gratitude show. Stand by. We're at the red line. The red line. It's one of the 6 transit lines here for the Massachusetts Bay Transit Authority. Yeah, that's the subway, the bus system, a subway system, a light rail system, a bus system, and also a commuter rail, a system of locomotives that stretch out to the suburbs, pretty much all the way until the center of Massachusetts, out in Worcester, where I think it terminates. It's a chilly one. It's like 13 degrees Fahrenheit. First thing in the morning. It's going to get 20 degrees warmer, but it's going to be snowing and spitting rain. It's going to be quite a little bit of a nor'easter coming home. It's going to start about 10 or 11 a.m. right in time for lunch. And it's gonna keep going until like the PM commute home, and yeah, you know, I'm prepared for the weather. I've got layers on. I got my storm coat on. I got my lace-up boots. You know, I got snow boots too, but you know, there's no snow yet. The work boots will do fine. And good morning. Welcome to Live and Learn. We start off our morning with gratitude. I have a gratitude list I've been using for 5 years now. It's made the biggest difference in my life. I want to pay it forward. I want to turn you on to the potential that lurks within yourself. I mean, you don't need constant affirmation to feel better about yourself. That comes from an external source. If you're so prone to, being attributed and being lifted up by others, you can also be easily torn down by others. You know, that's the shadow. That's the obverse, the other side of the coin. So I start off my gratitude list with what I call the Foundation 8. It was once 5. It grew to 6. It blossomed to 8. There's room for more, room to grow. But I don't do this to repeat myself for video content's sake. Maybe just a little bit. Yeah, sure. I do it because I know me. I adapted this gratitude list strategy specifically for me. I tailored it. You know what I mean? I got this baggy suit, and what did I do? I made some alterations. Now, my butt looks great in it. That's right. My shoulders look square. You know, the cuffs, I shoot my cuffs, you know, my sleeves aren't longer than my cuffs. That's that's a metaphor. But my gratitude list starts with what I call the Foundation 8. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health. Oh, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. That's not our train. Now here comes a subway car. It's going to the terminus stop one stop away. And it's just not scheduled to pick up any riders. Because like no one's going that way anyway, I guess. But here it comes. You're getting a bonus subway car. Because you deserve it, okay? I deserve it. You deserve it. Here it comes. No, it's making no stops. It's picking up no passengers. Good morning. He waved to you. Did you see that? Ain't that cool? You get the train driver, the car man. There you go. That's an out of service. That's cool. The subway driver waved to you, huh? To me too. So I start off my gratitude list with the Foundation 8. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. And from there, I elaborate. I build on that. I went to bed rather early. I don't care. I'm single. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have any kids. I don't have, I got nothing doing except for like living life and going to work and making YouTube content with my friends too. It's great. Like Ray from Wakazashi's Tea House and we're going to shoot some content on Friday after work. It's my afternoon, early evening, and his morning in Japan. They're 14-hour difference. He's 14 hours in the future. Give me the lottery numbers, Gray. And then Saturday night, 7 p.m., I'll be on Bandito Bane's Geeks Talking Geek. Oh, here comes our train. Here we go. And I'll be on Wes's Thinking Critical, as usual. 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern, Saturday morning. And then my own show, my own live stream, Sunday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, the Super Sully Sunday stream, talking about what comic books I bought this week. Getting geeky, huh? It's getting kind of geeky. It's getting kind of geeky. So please, stay off my back, or I will attack, and you don't want that. I got the power. He could break my heart. He could break my heart apart.
Next stop, Quincy Center.
Good morning. Here we go. Back to gratitude. It's Thursday morning. Early February. Yesterday was the heavenly birthday for my Auntie JoJo. Joanne O'Sullivan, the eldest of the O'Sullivan brood, my mother's older sister. My mother and my Auntie JoJo were a year apart. JoJo's birthday, JoJo got her nickname from me, Joanne, because I was a baby, I was a kid. Mama, Dada, JoJo. You get it? You follow a pattern there? So I called her JoJo, and it stuck. And it also was a harbinger, because I unfortunately have been the giver of nicknames. Sometimes they stick. There was this kid, Rick, at the Hard Rock. He came in with this really dopey haircut. And I was like, why don't you fucking cut your hair with a Flowbee? Well, Flowbee was an attachment to your vacuum cleaner that, your vacuum cleaner sucking in, and the Flowbee was this electric razor thing that you can trim your hair, and so no hair gets on the ground. It's going to go into, yes, you guessed it, your vacuum cleaner. So I called him Flowbee, and that's stuck. Now, like, the managers changed his name to Flowbee on the computer system, because every server has their name on every ticket that comes up. Yeah, it was Flowbee. I mean, sorry, Rick. But it was my Auntie JoJo's birthday yesterday. Happy heavenly birthday, Auntie JoJo. I love my auntie very much. She took very good care of me. I spent a lot of time with her. She mentored me and tried to share her love of education with me. It kind of failed because I was just a bad student. And after a while, it just got really, really depressing, especially for a teenager with emotional problems. We didn't have vocabulary for that in the 80s. But, I mean, oh man, I'm like sore in places. This is getting old, huh? Yeah, like my Auntie JoJo and I never had a falling out. It's just more of like, he was a young man. I was like, I had stuff to do. I mean, I was a boy being raised by young women, with very little male influences. And I always kind of feel bad because people were like, especially in our family, were like, did you have a falling out with Joanne? I'm like, no, I never did. But it was like little stuff. It was just like I'd call her Joanne because I'm a grown up now, and you'd be like, no, you'll call me JoJo, and I'm like, don't you understand? That's baby talk. And so I always felt like, in a way, this need to infantilize. Maybe it was a control mechanism. Maybe, I don't know. But she was always helpful. She shared with me her love of books. Always bought me books. Always let me help. Gave me money. Like, she was very successful. She owned a travel agency in the 80s, and when that industry failed, she had to do a humbling thing and move back home. So she lived in her parents' basement and put herself through school. She finished her college education at Boston College. She went right into grad school and med school and became a nurse. And then she became a PhD of nursing, a doctor nurse. She was Dr. O'Sullivan. She met a really nice guy. And we were afraid she was going to be a spinster. And then she met Vinny. And then she got married. And, so she had a really, really awesome life. She got really sick at the end. And we lost her. And that was about several years ago now, more than a few. And my mom was brokenhearted. She lost her best friend, her closest sibling, and she was actually very close with all of her siblings. But for a very short time, it was just her and Joanne. And I love my Auntie JoJo. We're a lot alike. It's kind of like
Wollaston.
Like I have a personality piece from every one of my family members. Maybe we all do. And maybe some of the friction that came between Joanne and myself came because we were too much alike. Stubborn, intelligent, headstrong, opinionated, fierce. Morning. Bruins win last night?
Last week.
Shit. Yeah. So Joanne and I just,
Next stop, North Quincy.
I miss her. And I miss my mom. But that's life, and that's how it goes. And I don't know. I just I feel bad because after my and also because moving home and going to nursing school, she also helped take care of her aging parents. This is going back to what I said about kids and about daughters, and about how daughters are a lot different than sons. And daughters typically, normally, take care of their aging parents in a way. And they're a blessing. So she took care of her dad and took care of her mom, my grandparents, my grandpa and my grandma. And, you know, that was a big thing. It was, but going over to the house, we called Grandma's house the house. Oh, you going to the house on Sunday for supper? We notice how much more peaceful it is without anyone without anyone using their smartphones without headphones. I mean, seriously. This is one bad apple, huh?
No smoking, please.
Okay, so this was just me growing up. I was the only son. I was the only boy for a while. Then my uncle had his two sons. Thank God, it took some emphasis off of me. I was 10 or 11 when Patrick was born, and his brother came a year or two later.
Stop, JFK UMass.
Sean, good kids. They're good guys. Grew up to be fine men. So I was like this alone in a generation. All my cousins are either 10 years older than me or 10 years younger than me. But every time I go to the house, there's like all of these pictures of me everywhere, and it made me so uncomfortable. And I didn't have the maturity or the vocabulary needed to express my feelings and my uncomfortableness. So of course it ended up in moodiness and in surly behavior. And that's something I wince at, I whinge at, I cringe at that. You know, going into like the walking in and there's just pictures of me everywhere, and it's like this. It felt like this temple to Eric. And I'm like, God, please. Eventually, she got so pissed off at me, she took all the pictures down, which was kind of the goal, I guess, but also it was kind of sad too. I mean, because it was just more like I didn't mean for it to go, But hey, I don't know. But happy heavenly birthday, Auntie Jojo, my Aunt Joanne. I'm grateful and blessed for you. Yeah. And next week, it's my mom's heavenly birthday. She would have been 70 this year. I was planning on, I'll get more into it on the 16th when it's her actual birthday, but I was planning on like renting out a VFW post, a veteran of foreign wars. I know they have, you have VFW posts where you are? They're like dance halls, but you have events there. You can rent them out. It's a facility. It was the Knights of Columbus, the Elks, shit like that, the Kiwanis. But I was gonna rent out a hall and have a big party with all of her cousins, and invite all of her friends, and have a shindig, for her 70th. It's not gonna happen. And the world turns. And so it goes. I'm grateful and blessed for my family. I think of them every day. I carry them in my heart. I'm kind of like I'm an odd guy. I'm a maverick. I'm a black sheep. I'm a bit of a loner. But one thing I never want my family to think is that I dislike them or disrespect them or not love them. I hope they know that. A couple of days before my Auntie JoJo passed away, she called me and left a voicemail. I still have it it's on my phone. And so, we were still talked, and we were still, just checked in, like, hey, how you doing? Okay, kisses, love ya. Hugs and kisses. And but I was very loved. I was very doted over, spoiled, rotten. An intense Irish family with a lot of feminine energy. My stepdad, Hoppy, who has a more typical upbringing in a way, he had a family. He had a wife. He had 3 kids. He's got grandkids. Very, so it's a bit more, But after being invited into the family, being, with my mom and marrying my mom, and being like best friends with Joanne's husband, and they were like a big unit. Everyone lived in Quincy. Eventually, they moved to Florida, but it was like Friends for older people. The NBC show Friends, like Friends meets the Golden Girls. I mean that nicely, but my stepdad Hoppy, he nailed it one day. We were talking because he understood. I get, just this feminine energy that this. And I'm not saying things to be mean or no. It's just it was quite difficult to cope with and bear sometimes.
Entering JFK UMass.
And it really affected my life. I mean, it took me a very long time to establish a sense of masculinity in the face of such unbridled feminine energy. But he was like, because like we're just talking, like I haven't had a girlfriend in a decade or more. I don't want to talk about that too much because it's embarrassing. I feel like a real loser when I talk about how long it's been. But Hoppy said something to me that made an impact on me. And he was like, God, with those women, you never had a chance. And I understood what he meant. It was like, why don't you go out there and find a wife? I'm like, do you know how much feminine energy I had at the beginning of my life? And I got maxed out on that really early. And that now I'm like, I don't think I'm a misogynist.
Andrew.
But I'm a realist. And just like all that feminine energy really, as much as it was positive, there was some negativity to it too. But I remain grateful and blessed for them. I was a kid from the projects with a single mom coming out of an abusive relationship in a really tough area of town. Speaking of, here comes my childhood bedroom right now in the Mary Ellen McCormick Housing Development, formerly known as the Old Harbor Projects. There's my court, and there's my childhood bedroom. And I spent a lot of time with my family. Like I started misbehaving about 4th or 5th grade. My mom would take me to specialists and psychologists and psychiatrists. And one of the bottom lines was, well, you got to get him away from his friends in the projects. Because they're the ones that are going to drag him down. Those social bonds. So I was shipped off to Auntie JoJo's on the weekend or my grandparents. spent a lot of time there. So I could do my homework, do my studies, and keep me away from my street urchin friends. And, I remain
Andrew.
grateful and blessed. I do. Thank you, Auntie Jojo. I love you. And I miss you. And I am grateful for you and the impact you had on my life. Truly.
No smoking, please.
So if your loved ones are still around, give them a call. Tell them you love them. Send them a note. I don't know. If you can. If you want to. But it's live and learn. The Morning Gratitude Show. And I'm grateful and blessed.
Next stop,
I got a good night's sleep.
Broadway.
I slept pretty much all through the night. It was so cold last night. You could feel it coming through the windows in a way, you know? And I've had some pretty sound sleep, really fit and restful. You know, I laid down pretty early, watched some classic Doctor Who. Third Doctor, John Pertwee. You know, and I think I was asleep by 7:30 or 8, you know. Some of the secret is don't touch your phone. I put my phone down. I put it face down or display face down. I don't even look at my phone until the alarm goes off, 3:47 a.m. I mean, live and learn. That's what's going to keep you up. Just enough. Put the phone down. You know, the ringer's off. You know, if anyone tries to get a hold of me between 8 p.m. and 3 a.m., good luck. I had a solid breakfast, I guess. You know, like 5 spoonfuls of my lemon parfait cup works for me. So eventually, I have to switch that over to
Broadway.
a healthier breakfast. I'm doing better not eating during the day. I won't eat until like tonight. I'll have a little bite here and there, but I'm not making sandwiches during the day. Sometimes I cheat. I have a hot dog. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. Let's wrap this up. It's time to let's get to work. You have a wonderful day. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications.
Next stop,
Smash that like
South
button.
Station.
It all helps the algorithm suggest our little show. There's someone out there that might need to hear something about gratitude. Now can really help your life and shape your own daily existence and make it better. To reformat your self-talk. You know, I don't live in a mind space full of regret and anger and agony and churn anymore. I used to. I suffer from the chronic lonelies, the chronic mopies, and the chronic angries. I have all my life. I still can, if I'm not careful. But guess what? I got gratitude. Therefore, I can count my blessings, which has given me perspective. That has led me to find my own purpose. Subsequently, has granted me a modicum of peace. Join me. Pay it forward if it works for you. Let me know in the comments section. What are you grateful for today? I'd love to know. Cheers. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We'll see you tomorrow with more videos. All right. Bye-bye.